All righty. Howdy there, Ken. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Professor. How are you?
Doing well. Can you believe episode 20,
Episode 20.
the
The
affiliate
Sith
files?
returns. Or so, I
Yes.
don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
I feel like
The
saying that.
episode 20. What we're going to get into today is I just want to know if you ever think about the other person or if you think about the person that's clicking on your affiliate link.
I do. I do. And it drives me bonkers because even though we build these avatars or we try to create this ideal person that we're going after, you're just kind of, to me, generalizing. And I and part of producing content for what we do on our channels, and that's 30-minute marketing.net and Ken Furukawa Marketing, um, is to connect with our audience. Because to build that trust and the familiarity and your brand, you have to connect with those people. And I try to put myself in their shoes, because you and I, we were in those shoes not too long ago. So yeah, I do think about it. And on the flip side, though, when we're talking about just affiliate marketing in general, we talk about our audience, and we talk about leads or subscribers, and that's such a general, like a cold I don't know what I want to call them.
Well, I'll get where you're going with
Yeah,
that because the idea is know your numbers,
yeah,
understand your numbers. Well,
yeah,
no, how about know your audience, understand the
exactly.
people that are in your audience. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think that's so important because we're in that business of connecting with you guys. And for those of you who listen to our podcast or watch it on YouTube, thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate that. We want to connect with you on a different level, which is why we have the affiliate files, because we want to tell you guys the truth about making money online. And we want to do it in a way that is just honest, that we want to connect with you and just give you the inside scoop of how it really is, so that you understand going in, that you know what you're getting into.
yeah,
And I think that's so important to do when you, whatever you're doing, whatever niche that you're in.
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you take it back to 30-minute marketing, the YouTube channel and Ken Furukawa marketing, specifically the product reviews we do. And we were talking about this earlier in our sort of, you know, pre-podcast. We were talking about the way we do our reviews and the way we present them, even down to the thumbnail, where we actually say, like at 30-minute marketing, I use an ugly thumbnail that says real review. The name of the product, real review. That's literally my product or my thumbnail for the product review. You know, you always talk about your review being honest, and you do the same type of style. You're like, except your thumbnails aren't as ugly as mine. so, so you say honest review, and that's your thing. People know that you're going to be giving your honest opinion. And we were laughing about how it was funny that you say honest review, and that sort of sets you apart just because you literally state that you're going to be honest versus, sort of in that niche and a lot of those products that we review, it's just sort of, if you watch the other reviews, they're just not honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I just found it to be just odd, right? Because what we try to do is we built our business on a foundation of honesty and transparency and just building trust with our audience. And it's just amazing to see the other side of how to market, where people are there to market to make money. That, never mind that they're not paying attention to the people on the other side. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in just a second. But Gary and I, we want to connect with you guys and just give you the real truth when we do our reviews. And for us, it's so important to just tell it like it is, so that you guys understand whether or not this product is a good product or a bad product. What's the pros and cons of the product before you make your decision to spend your hard-earned money? Because it's $17, and for some of us, $17 is not that much. But for some people out there, maybe in a different country, $17 is a lot of money. And Gary had mentioned, if they buy the entire funnel, you're talking, 300, 400. Sometimes I've seen funnels in excess of $1,000,
True.
where for me, $1,000 means I'm sleeping on the sofa for the next week. If if my wife found out about that. And so I made a comment a while back saying I just find it so odd that when I look through the results of the search results on the YouTube search for products that we're reviewing, like I look and I see like maybe two or three people saying honest on their thumbnails or in the title, and the rest of them are just like the name of the product and $4,750+ in bonuses, and that's it. And even when you go inside, and this is not a rant. I don't really want to spend much time ranting about it, but when you do a proper review, you go inside the product, and yeah, you may not show every little thing click for click, but you got to talk about the strategy and whether it's a sound strategy and what's good about it and what's bad about it, so people understand what they're getting into. And sometimes a lot of the walkthroughs are just basically them playing the demo video from the JV page.
It's true, and I mean, it's really the essence of this topic is to remember, right? The truth about making money online is to remember you're talking to another human on the other side of that affiliate link, right? So when they click on that affiliate link, it's a real person. You don't. I'm not saying you need to worry about everything about that person. Like, you don't need to be overly concerned that
Yeah.
they're going to go broke because they're spending money on the product. That's not really your problem.
Yeah.
But your problem, or the thing that you want to solve, is you want to make sure that whatever you're selling them or you're recommending is something that they need and they can use to
Yeah.
do whatever that is. So,
Yeah.
in the example that we use, 30-minute marketing and Ken Furukawa Marketing, we're in the make money online space, right? So we sell shovels that help you make money online, tools,
Mhm.
the tools that you need to help you make money online. So, for example, if you click or if you go to the affiliatefiles.com, if you're listening to the podcast, or if you're on the YouTube channel and you click on the link in the description of the pinned first comment, that'll take you over to a page and it'll tell you about the Taking Action Online community, where me and Ken describe what it's like inside the community. What you get to include, you'll actually get to contact us and make a real human connection, right? If you can say that, like a real human connection through a virtual setting. For example, you're watching us on YouTube, but you're watching me and Ken do what we do every day. We're having a real conversation. We get together and we have these types of conversations, and we record that because we're real people. And just like you, we want to know what it is we need to be successful and what the truth is about making money online.
Yeah, and you brought up an interesting point, a good point too, is just the human side of considering, and not necessarily thinking about, oh gosh, it's a ton of money. I do think about it because I just the sheer amount of money that someone could spend on something that is basically not going to work. That's the part that kind of worries me about that. And earlier I made a comment to Gary saying, in some of my videos I had mentioned that, if there's someone out there who's actually telling you to buy this product, and they haven't even gone in and showed you what's working and what's not working and what's good about it and what's not good about it,
Or if it's even up.
or even if it's up. I mean, there's been like a string of products that haven't been working, and but people are still promoting it, and I find it odd. I wouldn't want to tell my audience to go and buy a product, to have them go and click on it and buy it and they can't even access it. So to me, and I made a statement saying that's the kind of marketer that you need to, you know, really decide whether or not you trust this person to give you that information. And that's why the whole purpose for us is really diving deep into these products and just showing you what it's all about, and whether or not it's working or not. I mean, it's sometimes it's the strategy. Can you make money using this strategy? Can you make money doing it the way that they're saying that they do it, just by scrolling scrolling through their web browser and earning, I don't know how many, $60 an hour or whatever it is that they
Yeah,
talk about.
it just goes back to an ethos, having an ethos, understanding what you stand for. And I believe we talked about this
Yeah.
in previous podcasts about the idea of, when you specifically when you put your face out to the world and you use your real name and you create content and you're in a community, and people connect with you on social media, and your friends and family are on that social media. Like if you connect with me on my Facebook profile, that's me, the good, the
Yeah.
bad, the ugly. Like that's my grandma, that's my mom, right? My wife, my kids, they all have access to that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not going to say that sometimes I sort of look at a product and I recommend it. And I've been stung before in the past, and I've recommended products and they turned out to be not good.
Mhm.
And then I come back and I say, hey, my bad. You know, it turns
Mhm.
out that I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't vet that product as much as I should. You know what I mean? Because we're all human. We all get in a hurry, or the shininess of the product, the idea of the product really is appealing to me. And I think I'm going to use it in my business. So before I have a chance to actually use it in, long term, for an extended period of time and over the long term, see if it really serves the purpose that I think it's going to serve, I may recommend it, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and that could be a mistake. But
Yeah.
like I said, I mean, when you're doing affiliate marketing, you're looking at products and you're just looking at them and you're going off of what you have seen in the past and what you sort of, the knowledge base that you build as you look at the products in your niche, and you just say, hey, I think this is going to be a good one. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And we all make mistakes. And if you are being honest and you give your honest opinion, everyone has opinions, as the saying goes. There are like, right?
right.
Um, drop it in the comment. No, don't drop it in the comment section. We all have opinions. And I've done reviews on products where I thought the product was a good product. And I know people within our group or our circle would say it's not a good product. And who am I to say that? I can't change their mind whether or not I like a certain type of food, and maybe Gary doesn't like the food. It's all up to opinion. But as long as you are being honest about what you are recommending, that to me speaks volumes. Even if you make mistakes, because no one is perfect. It's never going to be perfect, and it's okay to make mistakes. If you own up to your mistakes, then that's even better, because that shows that you're human, that you actually care. But if you deny and you just say, "Oh, moving on to the next thing," then you're not really taking your audience, or that person that's on the other side of the computer screen. You're not taking them into account in this entire equation, and that can lead to the long term damaging, I guess, the long term relationship that you have with that person. So I'm all for, I mean, you're going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But, I've known you've owned up to your mistakes, and that's the way that it is. I mean, you apologize and then you move forward. But again, to be perfect about it, there's just no way to do that. We're all
Yeah.
going to make those mistakes.
So I mean, if you take that, the idea, the sentiment of you're talking to another human being on the other side of that affiliate link, you know, it goes both ways, right? It's a two-way
Yeah.
street. You're a human, they're a human. You know what I mean? And as long as you just accept the fact that, hey, we're not trying to do anything nefarious.
Yeah.
We're not trying to just take your money. We want to exchange. We want that exchange to work out and benefit both sides.
Yeah.
And specifically as an affiliate marketer, I guess there's really three sides, right? We talk about that relationship that you have with your audience, and then the relationship that you have with the vendor. So then, those three things to include you as well. You know, your relationship with the vendor, the way the vendor treats you, and the way the vendor treats your audience when you make a recommendation, and and your audience clicks on that link, makes that purchase. You know what I mean? You want to feel comfortable in that recommendation at all times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you also want to know, like I said, like, hey, I made a mistake on this one. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It didn't work out. Hey, them the breaks. But you don't want to do that too often, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be like, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing as an affiliate for this product. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be vetting it for me, because
Yeah.
I'm here because I trust your opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're just gonna keep shorten me on this opinion
Yeah.
because you're in a hurry, right?
Yeah.
To throw this out there, get your link up before somebody else does.
Yeah.
That can definitely be an issue as well.
Yeah. And I just, to me, on the extreme side though, is people who just promote and who only look at this as a business. And while it is a business, and we do want to make money, I want to have a long term business. I want to have a long term business where people come back as repeat customers, because you can use that analogy of building an online business to building the coffee shop down the corner. When you open up that coffee shop, you're already in debt and you haven't even sold your first cup of coffee. And it takes you a while to turn around and build that profit. But the only way you're going to do it is by providing quality and building a relationship of trust with the people, that your customers that come to you. And right now, at least in our neck of the woods, I see so many people just promoting just to make money, and they talk about it like, gosh, I made this amount of money. It's incredible. And at the same time, I know exactly the product they're talking about. And I give it a big fat thumbs down that there are so many things wrong with it, but they only see the part of, I made, my first, $1,000 selling this product. And you just don't know. I mean, you don't see on the other side that you just burned, I don't know how many people. And it's gonna, the ramifications, the long-term effect it's gonna play out sooner or later.
Yeah. So as you were saying that, I was thinking about a scenario that I read, and I'm trying to remember who wrote it. It was in a book, and unfortunately, I read a lot of books, or fortunately, I read a lot of books, or
Fortunately.
in this case, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because I can't remember exactly the book that I read it from, and I don't want to steal this from anyone. So if anyone knows where I got this from, let us know in the comments here on the YouTube channel, or if you're on the podcast, email us, whatever. Just let us know. But the idea here is, if you're running a business, because you talked about a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So you run your coffee shop in a neighborhood. Well, you're constantly getting the same people coming to your coffee shop.
Yeah.
Well, what if you run a coffee shop in an airport? Right? Now you are going to have some repeat customers, but who the majority of your customers going to be?
Yeah.
Right? They're going to be those people that are just going through there once, and then they might come back. So you might get them twice, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5. So again, using that scenario, and the idea was, you don't want to rip them off, but also you're not establishing that long-term relationship with them.
Right.
So quality doesn't matter as much, right? The quality of the product, I mean, or even the quality of the interaction, right? Because it's literally just an exchange for goods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas when we're talking about affiliate marketing, I'd like to sort of present that idea of the way that we do affiliate marketing, specifically Ken Furukawa Marketing and 30-minute marketing. Because the idea for us, one of the big things we promote is taking action online community. So that's definitely the coffee shop on the corner in our neighborhood, right? We're building that for the long term, because we want you to come in the community and literally stand side by side, shoulder to shoulder with us, and build a real successful online business. Versus if you take that sort of aspect of affiliate marketing and you were to sort of look at it from a paid traffic angle, right? And of course, there's paid traffic to bring into, your branded. So, like Ken runs ads on his YouTube channel. I run ads, because we want to be able to extend that sort of reach that we have with organic traffic. But specifically talking about just using paid traffic to sell a ClickBank product, or, any type of product as an affiliate, where maybe you're using a pen name or an alias and you're just driving people, and it's literally a numbers game, right?
Yeah. There's so many different ways. And we had a deep discussion about this. And I really like the story that you just said about the airport. That's a really good, I never even thought about that. And I think that's a brilliant analogy, because there's so many different ways to do it. And like Gary said, being in the community with Taking Action Online, again, this can be a very lonely business, and it's hard to find people that you can trust. And our community almost feels like a safe haven for people to come and literally work with us. We're there and we're active, and we do things because we want to help people, and we feel that there's enough for everyone. Like in a former life, in a former job, my CFO pulled me on the side and told me, or the COO said, the pie doesn't get smaller, it gets bigger. There's enough for everybody, and you have to think that way as well. And coming into the Taking Action Online community, that's how we think. We want everybody to come aboard and work with us to build their business. And not everyone's going to be doing it the same way that Gary and I do it. I mean, we use YouTube. Some people are in there using blogging, and but everyone's going through that journey, and it's always nice to connect with real people. And some of these people we brought in based off of the content that we have created, and we've attracted these people, and it's just nice to actually have these conversations and to learn more about who these people are. And it only helps us help you guys more, because we see where we can create content in certain areas and help people and just bring them into the community. I mean, that is one of our ultimate goals anyways, is to bring people in.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing about it is, you're understanding and knowing you're talking to you know, another human, a real person on the side of that affiliate link when they click to to specifically speak to the community. I've known people that have found me on YouTube, join my email list, and then reply and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, my real name is," right, or
Right.
find out their real name when they join the community because they feel comfortable
Yeah.
actually putting their picture up, because the Taking Action Online community is not social media. It's
Yeah.
our own closed community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not on Facebook. So that's the idea, right? The idea here is there's more than one way to skin a cat, if you will, when it comes to promoting products. The way that we do it, right? Specifically speaking, the strategy we use is to come up with a niche, a problem, and go out and find that group of people. And currently, we're doing that with us and our real faces, our real names,
Yeah.
specifically like the affiliate files. The truth about making money online is I'm Gary Baker. He's Ken Furukawa. We're real people, right? And like when you click on our affiliate link, that's our point. Our
Yeah.
point is we know you're real people too,
Yeah.
and your life and your circumstances are the same and or different than ours, and that's the point. That's the issue.
Yeah.
We know that this can change your life like it's changed our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the more people we can reach, and this reason, one of the reasons why we wanted to start up this podcast was to step outside of our little world and reach a broader audience. So, as the affiliate files develops, we're going to develop as well as marketers, and so will you. We're gonna start covering a wide range of topics, because there are multiple ways to make money online. And we want to be able to kind of reach everyone and just speak the truth, because like Gary always says, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. And we can talk strategies all day long, but the bottom line is that we need to connect with people and teach people that this is the way. This is the way to do it, and it's up to you to do that. And the more we can connect with people and show them that we're real human beings as well, I think that bodes well for those people going forward. And just to hear the stories and hear people talking about where they're from and what they hope to accomplish, it's just amazing to have people from all over the world sharing their stories. It's just incredible. But one thing I wanted to talk about too was, we talked about paid ads and just finding a product and putting it up under persona and selling the product. One of the things, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we know a lot of people that do it. And the thing is, though, is at least for me, I would feel obligated to at least understand what the product is about, to go through the sales process myself, to see what my audience would encounter. Because again, even if you're using a pen name or you've created a random brand and you're promoting it, it's still a brand and it's still a random pen name. So you still, even though they don't know who you are, you're still, promoting this product to people. And I think at the very least, you owe it to them to go through the funnel, to understand what the product's about, to see if it is a good funnel, and the upsells are good upsells, and not, upsells there just to take their money. So I think that's an important point for people to kind of realize if you take that route.
Well, yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, if you follow that strategy, you have to think: is the strategy legit? Is it honest? Is it practical? Meaning, is it practical to me? Am I going to be able to live with it? Because
Yeah.
at that point, if you take it for just a numbers game and you just say, "Look, I'm going to sell this product as an affiliate. It sells for $10. I'm going to make a $5 commission. I need to sell 1,000 of them. I don't care who buys it. I don't care. I'm going to look at the numbers and say, well, it has a 3% return rate. So I got to calculate that into my, at that point, that's your strategy. Your
Yeah.
strategy is simply looking at the numbers. And again, the truth about making money online is I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong or you're right. That's not my job, right? That's
Yeah.
for you to decide. That's the truth. That's for you to decide.
Yeah.
So if you want to play purely a numbers game in affiliate marketing, go for it. That's not my strategy. That's not Ken's strategy, right? That's not what we do.
Yeah.
That's not how we're building our businesses, I should say. Because I mean, the reason we're having this discussion is because we really think about the other person that's on the other side of that affiliate link when they click it, and that's our message. And a lot of times our message isn't as shiny as some of the other messages
Yeah.
because we're really trying to be real, right? It's like we're really here being real about the fact that this is the truth,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And
that just doesn't convert.
yeah. Yeah. It doesn't. And one of the things though that I kind of want to let everyone know is that, what we teach is just the basic, the foundation. Where you go after you learn the foundation is totally up to you. It's your business, your choice. I use that saying a lot, your business, your choice, but it really is. And it is our hope for people to come in and understand the basic foundations, the blocking and tackling of affiliate marketing, the basic fundamentals of how you make money online. And then from there, that's when you can choose what strategy you want to learn or go after and implement. And that's totally up to you. We've chosen our route already, and we enjoy it, and we're starting to expand because we feel that we've gotten to a point where not where we've mastered it, but we have a very strong grasp of what we need to do. And I think that's allowed us now to feel comfortable where our knowledge level is, that we can take on other strategies and start splitting up that I guess that mind share into learning something new. But yeah, I really think that people really would benefit just from learning the basics and understanding what affiliate marketing is all about, which is what we talk about. And it is not sexy. It's not sexy at all, but we want you guys to know that that's it, that's it. And then once you learn the foundational pieces, that's when you can start expanding out and doing different things.
Yeah, because the foundation that we're talking about specifically is creating content, real content for real people.
Yeah.
Right. So I get this question quite a bit about what they should create, and they don't frame it that way. Right. So somebody will come to me and I'll ask, what should I create? And what they mean is, what content can I create that's going to make me money? Right.
Yeah.
What converts?
Yeah.
Right. What's a hot topic? What's a good product to promote?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what should I say to get people to buy my thing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there is some school to thought to that, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
get into the idea of you can present anything, and if you lie hard enough about it, you can get them to buy it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I present it that way to say that you're if you lie about it, marketing is not lying, right?
Yeah.
When you present the benefits of a product alongside the features, so the features are what it is. The benefits are how it's going to help you, how that feature is going to help you. Yeah, your job is to make it sound good,
Yeah.
but then your job is to also make sure that it sounds really good. And then when they buy it, it's just as good as it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And we did have that conversation in an earlier episode.
Yeah,
Marketing versus manipulation. So go
it's
ahead and watch that episode.
because it's true, right? That
It is. Yeah.
it all comes together with this topic of you're talking to another human on the other side of that affiliate link.
Yeah.
Never forget that. Never forget that when you create a piece of content, that content is there to help a real person solve their problem. It's
Yeah.
to help guide them to get to the solution. And that solution is your affiliate product. The solution is for them to click on your link and for you to earn a commission.
Yep.
That gives you what you want.
Yep.
And you give them what they need to
Yep.
solve their problem. That's the concept, and that's the idea. That's what I really want to drive home in today's episode. And that's the real truth about making money online is as long as you're giving people what they need, you're going to get what you want.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself, Professor.
I think that's technically a Zig Ziglar quote. I just changed it up a bit. So Zig, if you're listening, but seriously, that's the truth about making money online. Remember that you're trying your job, the work you're doing is creating content to help real people solve their real problems. Give them what they need, and you'll get what you want. And with that, that's the truth about making money online with Ken Furukawa and Gary Baker.
The
And we'll talk to you
professor.
later. The professor. Bye.
Bye.